Hi, my name is Matt Carroll with World Class Coaching. I'm the Health Academy Sports Coach 2022. I want to talk to you a little bit about a session about utilizing attacking fullbacks. So I got a lot of the ideas for this session from the role of the fullback attacking. Okay, a book that we have available by Luca Bertolini, available on the website that I'll put into the comment section so you can check that out on your own. But what I got out of this book is just the concept of getting your fullbacks in attacking positions and utilizing them not only for marking out the opposing winger, but picking up the attacking slack. I think a lot of the challenge you're going to have with utilizing attacking fullbacks is from a young age, players are kind of pigeonholed into the fullback position. They're not true center backs. They maybe got a little bit of pace, but even then, I think a lot of them are forced to stay in a more defensive position and not go up. Unless they're playing at a high level, they're taught that from an early age. But for the most part, you have the early stages of your defense: stay home, don't go forward. And I think a lot of players I've come in encountered with that I've tried to become more attacking will struggle with the concept of, if I leave my position, won't I get scored on? And we can talk about defensive cover and movement, but players are a little bit nervous about going forward and getting involved in the attack. So in this session, we're going to try to kind of counter that and get these players moving forward in a way that they can utilize the attack, but still be able to recover in a defensive position. So what I have here right now is I have a ball being played back and forth between my center backs. I'm just setting up a passing pattern here to get them get them into the shape that they would be in an attack when we were attacking with the ball at the center back's feet, and get them to have the kind of a sense of where that ball will go for them. Now you can change this to what you want your fullbacks to do. Here I have my 6 set up here, or my 6 or my 10, and I have him set up in a position where he'd be receiving centrally. So we have the center backs playing back and forth. You can do a verbal cue, but I think a visual cue is a little bit better for helping the center backs especially, but the fullbacks recognize what are the cues for them to move into an attacking position. So I have the coach here press this center back. So he plays quickly to this center back, who receives on the half turn. Okay, they should receive the ball across their body, left foot opening up, and play to the outside fullback. The outside fullback then, what I like to do is have them receive on their left foot again, so they can take that first touch forward, or they can take it inside if they get pressed, say by a defender here. They can take that touch inside of their left foot to the right foot and put a body between the ball. So I have them receive that way, going forward, their head up, they can look forward, and I have them play to the 6. We can have the 6 then turn and finish on goal. Okay, so we just have that going back and forth. The coach gives the visual cue, the ball is played, and we look for that fullback to play forward and play a pass. Again, we can change that up. You want them to play to a winger, then underlap. We can create that in the passing pattern. We want them to take a touch forward and get a cross off. We can create that in the passing pattern. But I would utilize this first to give them a sense of what you want them to do on the ball and help them recognize, listen, you're not always going to be able to do this, but in a perfect world, we would want to receive in this way that we receive with our outside foot, take a touch in, get more central, play to our 6, and allow that player to go forward. We can then even combine it where you go, okay, he plays to the forward, and then he makes an overlapping run, and they play that ball. You can get as complicated as you want with this. Now here I'd remove the coach, and I'd make this a little bit more opposed. Okay, so I'd have these players stay within the realm of the 6-yard box. We can cone that off if we need to. I'd have them stay within the realm of the 6-yard box until this ball is played. Okay, maybe I tell them go. They immediately go and press the center backs. Center backs have to play in a way inside the 6 that they can get the ball out. And then maybe have these players retreat and try to press this guy, so put him under pressure, and then try the same pattern. So they press here, the center backs. The center back plays out wide here to the fullback, and these guys immediately go out and try to pressure this pass to simulate the idea that this guy is going to be under pressure once he receives it, and then he can make a decision how to go forward. We give him multiple options here. You definitely don't want it to play just one way because then the defense will jump it. So maybe we give him the option to, if they press this way, you dribble forward. If they overextend themselves, right, we can play to the 6, which is what we would, the point of our initial drill, and again, that could change for you. Or we can play back to the center backs, who then can switch the field. So we give this player 3 options. We try to simulate this situation, this moment in the game as much as possible. And we don't just say, I want you to play this pass forward, because what if that isn't there? We're making an unrealistic situation. The realistic situation is this ball is going to come. He's going to get pressed. What is he going to do with it? Can he take the touchdown line? Can he play to the 6? Can he play back? And from there, we talk about, well, you made the decision. What was the point of the decision? Why did you choose to do this? Et cetera, et cetera. And that way we can install our own game model within this very simple passing pattern. So you'd modify that again to however you want your attacking fullbacks to play. Next, we'll set up a grid here. We'll use the 18 all the way out to here, and we have a box here. And we'll set up a 4v4 here. And we're going to need a couple yellow players in here. Right there and there, we have one ball. And what we're going to set up is a number of bumper players. And we'll go red for the bumper players. Okay, these will be neutral bumper players that we have set up. And these guys represent the fullbacks, okay, the attacking fullbacks, in a way that they are keeping the width. We'll explain that, you're staying wide on purpose as the fullback. It's not a truly directional game in that there's north-south, but there's a number of directions we can go. And every time a player receives the ball, they'll be receiving it wide, and it's going to be tight because they're right on the line. So it's simulating a lot of the way that a fullback will receive the pass. So we play a possession game here, and what basically we have is an 8v4, a 4v4 plus 4 neutrals. So if the player in black here can get it to this player, okay, what we're looking for here is, as the fullback, you have a number of options. This player is immediately going to turn and press you. So you can receive the pass and play it back to try to play something through. You can take a touch to go forward down the line and try to connect a pass over here, and vice versa over here. Or we could play long, play a lofted pass, and try to find a big switch. Okay, so creating a lot of different situations that the fullback would experience. It might be difficult for the players to understand exactly, like, this is a fullback's position. There's 4 of you guys playing fullback, but this is the type of ball you'll receive. A ball coming to you under pressure, thin line that you're working along. Can you find those angles from there? Can you find a big switch? Can you play down the line through the dribble? Can you play a 1-2 back with the guy that you just received the ball from? And then we'd flip out. Yellow would go to the neutral, and et cetera, et cetera. But we're really getting that concept of how do we want our fullbacks to receive a ball in an attacking way? How can they get that ball forward? Okay. Got to turn off my notifications here. So the final drill after that is before we go into a full game, I would clear the field here, set up maybe a goal here. All right. And I would lock off the wings, and we'll play a simulated game where we will have 2 teams playing each other, playing the entire length of the half field. We have 2 to 4 neutral players outside in the channels, okay, playing outside of those wingers or the attacking fullbacks. And we'd have 2, 3, 4 guys here. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 guys here. And we have them playing within this grid, and we'll have goalies as well. All right, we have them all spread out. Doesn't really matter where they are right now. Here's a ball. They can play there. We'll have a goalie in each net. And now we've got is the attacking team that looks to play, whoever's on the ball, play a certain number of passes. Once they've played those certain number of passes, what they're trying to do is play a pass to the fullback that's locked off on the outside. And that fullback then it has 2 touches. We can play 3, you can play multiple, you can have them join in the game, but generally to start off, I like to have 2 touch. So it's a touch towards your target and then play. So maybe that first touch is they cut the ball back this way. The team that's passed out to the winger can score on either goal. So we're making it multi-directional. We're making this fullback make a decision. Should I go forward or should I play back and maintain possession? Would it be easier to go back or would it be easier to go forward based on the reading of space? So obviously they score on either end, but the fullback now is being simulated the concept of, is there too much pressure to go forward? I'm close to this goal. This would be the easiest thing, but is there too much pressure? Should I go back, relieve the pressure, and swing the ball? and find a better decision. So we're activating that concept of reading the visual cues of where is the numbers advantage? Can I sneak this ball through, or would it be safer to play it back on the back end? We can then go from there and progress it to making it one-dimensional where, if black passes out, they have to score in this goal, or yellow has to score in this goal. We can limit the touches. We can bring in more players, a number of options there. And then what we finally do is just clear the field and play a full game scrimmage, utilizing, maybe a situation where we're trying to find, you get extra points for if a fullback is able to get a cross in, or every time a fullback is able to play a pass to a player in the box, and every touch they get from that, and making those decisions. And then we can finally just end the game with just playing a natural game with no stipulations, so that, again, the players are receiving all that coaching they've gotten, but they're now playing within a natural setting to see if they can actually utilize that information. So I guess my question for you guys is, if you could put these in the comments, how do you utilize your fullbacks? What is what kind of is the perfect pattern you'd find? How would you set up that pattern we talked about in the first drill for your fullbacks? Are you looking for them to play long? Are you looking for them to get forward on the dribble, play ones and twos with the wingers? Are you looking for them to find diagonal balls? Are you looking for them to join the attack, get more central? As you can see in the book, they talk about that a little bit. Let me know in comments how you utilize your fullbacks. So once again, my name is Matt Carroll with World Class Coaching, the help of Academy Sports Coach, and the book, The Role of Fullbacks Attacking by Luca Bertolini. I hope this session finds you well.